Hello and welcome to BusyWorksBeats.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make Drake melodies and chords in FL Studio 21. So the sound we're using is from Contact 7. We're using the library called Una Corda. They have different presets for a felt piano and different softer pianos. Basically, the way piano works is it has strings in the back of a piano, and then a hammer hits the string and it vibrates. So what if you put material between the hammer and the string? And that's what softens the sound. So they added different materials to soften the sound. Okay, there's cotton, there's felt, and then I don't know what pure stands for. Okay, so the chords are, you're gonna click on chord stamp, or if you're not music theory, if you don't know music theory, just go to premium.busyworksbeats.com. We have Drake melody course, we have music theory in a day, we have music theory essentials, all the stuff you need to get started with music theory. So in short, we want to form a minor ninth chord, and then we're going to take out the third, which is that second note. Okay, so we're building a minor ninth chord, and then we're taking out the second note in this case. So that's all this is a big formula of the second of the and this is what it sounds like. Okay, so again, let's build this from scratch. Let's take all this away. Chord stamp, minor ninth chord. We're just going to start on D for Drake. Okay, and then we're going to lower the velocity. If I have the velocity too high, they're hitting the keys too hard and it doesn't sound intimate. Okay, so let's lower the velocity. If you don't see these, there's an ellipses at the bottom. Just left click, pull this up and lower the velocity. Okay, so let's turn the metronome on so we can start counting. Dun. So I want the top note to be B. I'm just gonna hit shift, grab all these notes, pull it down to B. Now, again, we didn't take out the middle, the third. So we're gonna highlight these, hit Alt G, and then we're gonna take out that second note in this case, which is considered the third. I don't have time to explain why it's called the third, but that's the third of the chord. Then we're just gonna repeat, drag this out. 2 chords, nothing complex. Now, if you wanna get complex, I'll show you another chord you could use. Okay, so I want to go dun, dun. So firstly, we're going to try different chord types. Let's go to the chord stamps. Let's do a 6th add 9 chord. Thank you, MG the Future, for showing me this one. It's a really cool R&B chord. It's great for turnarounds. And then it pulls you back into the actual song. Let's turn off the metronome for a sec. Turn up the volume. So now let's add a melody. I feel like I feel like that wraps around too fast, so we'll figure out the timing there. Now let's add the melody. Okay. So first add single notes and then add all the movement. So 1, 2, dun, dun. Dun. We'll finesse these later. Okay, so just add the notes in place and then we can add the styling to it. Dun, dun. So notice we're playing 3 notes, not complicated here. Dun. Now let me show you why this works. I wanted to add the notes in my head first, but now going back, the main key is the chords. I'll explain why this works. G to B is our, let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our major third at the end. That's why that sounds good. Then E to G is our minor third. Okay. And E to A, technically A to E is called the perfect fifth. Okay. So we're just using intervals here. I teach all this stuff. Just go to premium.busyworksbeats.com and we have a free trial for you on music theory and all the other courses as well. It's 60 music production courses. So I go over what intervals are and how to explain all this type of stuff. Now let's add the styling. Let's take these notes. And firstly, we're just going to drag them out to sound more realistic. So I want to go dun, 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 like that. So we're going to change the timing. So I want to go. Now this is a fifth relationship from C to G. Now my ear wants to hear this note too. Now I don't know if I like G or A. So I like this note better because it matches that top note here. Okay, so that's just my ear telling me what to do. Okay, so now let's add velocity to this so it doesn't sound so stale and computerized. So let's just turn the velocity up or down. A quick shortcut is just hit Alt-R on our keyboard and then turn off pattern mode because it'll look crazy like this. Turn off patterns, go to levels, and just turn the levels up or down. Now you can like fix it how you want. Let's say you like this, but you think it's just too loud. Highlight these, hit Alt-X, and just turn the multiply down. I like this first note, it's too quiet. Just gotta get the timing right on this. Okay, now let's highlight the chords. So notice I started with the melody first. Now let's highlight the chords and we're gonna do different stuff to it. What some people like to do is the strum tool. I think people overly use it, but you could hit Alt-S to strum the notes and pull up your strength to exaggerate. So sometimes it sounds cool. Sometimes it sounds overly. Now here it sounds cool because it's slow. And it sounds like a melody because we're spreading out the notes. So it sounds like do 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 do. So it sounds like we're playing a melody, but really it's just a broken up chord. Now I like this a lot. And then these hit almost at the same exact time. Now with this, we're going to grab a slice tool, hit shift, and then right click to get rid of the excess. Now you got to be careful here because some notes are shorter. So we're going to hit shift, left click, and then we're going to manually highlight these, hit control with our pencil tool, and then get rid of those. So now let's do the same thing with the chords. Let's highlight all the chord notes and then let's hit Alt-R. And with chords, they don't have to be so random because when you play a chord, you're not playing like, you're not playing all the notes randomly. So in this case, you don't have to use it on your chords, but I just want to hear what it sounds like. It might add more attitude. This sounds really good. So that took our basic. Let me make another pattern to show you guys how far we've come. So as that's playing, we're going to do the basic. Now what most people will do, I want to show you how like beginner producers would do it because they don't know any better, which is fine. There's no rules. I'm just showing you how to make it sound more realistic. Okay, so here's before. Let's play the before without any velocity changes, and then we'll play the after. Okay, now listen to how now it sounds good because the sounds are good, but just listen to the humanized factor. Now here's why it sounds melodic. Okay, then you can add your vocal in the background and just, do that vocal with the piano type vibe for Drake. So the vocal's just gonna follow the piano. So that's the video I have for you. If you want to learn more, just go to premium.busyworksbeats.com. Peace out, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Click the link below for a 14-day free trial. Peace.